Today is the third story about the World Cultural Heritage Dongorung of the Joseon Dynasty. In part 3, I'll explain Surung and Gyeongrung in their order. This is the tomb of the honorary Emperor Munjo and Empress Sinjong. Surung is a type of double burial mound that enshrines the king and queen together in one burial mound. Normal double burial mound has two stone split dice for each mound, but double burial mound built from the late Joseon dynasty have reduced the stone split dice to one dice. In general, dual tombs are in the right top, left down configuration with the king on the right and the queen on the left, but in Surung tombs, the king is enshrined on the left and the queen on the right. This is presumed to be due to differences in status at the time of death. Museogin was sculptured in 금관조보 instead of the existing 복두관봉. There are two tombstones in the monument located below the tomb. Tombstone 1 is for King Ikjong and Queen Sinjong, and Tombstone 2 is for Emperor Munjo-ik and Empress Sinjong-ik. Munjo first passed away 1830 as Crown Prince Hyo-myung, and the tomb was built on the left side of King Gyeongjong's tomb under the name Yeongeongmyo. When his son Hunjong ascended the throne in 1834, he was posthumously invested as King Ikjong, and the tomb was named Surung. In 1846, it was said to be inauspicious according to Feng Shui, so it was placed on mountain Yongma-san in the current Gwangjin-gu. Then, in 1855, the removable grave theory was discussed again, and it was finally built at the current Dongorung Royal Tomb. After Empress Sinjong passed away in 1890, a tomb was built in Surung with a double burial mound. Munjo, the son of King Sunjo and Empress Sunwon Kim, was appointed crown prince in 1812. In 1827, he administered government affairs on behalf of King Sunjo and appointed various figures to keep the power politics in check. He developed the court rituals but passed away at the young age of 22 in 1830 at Hyejeongdang in Changdeok-gung Palace, and was given the posthumous name Crown Prince Hyo-myung. After his son Hunjong ascended the throne, he was reversed as Ikjong. After the proclamation of the Korean Empire, he was reversed as Emperor in 1899 and changed his tomb title to Munjo. Jo-Klan was the daughter of Pungun Buwon-gun of Jo-man-young and was appointed crown princess in 1819. When her son Hunjong ascended to the throne in 1834, she became Queen Dao's. In 1857, when Queen Sunwon passed away, she became the Great Queen Dao's. When Cheoljeong passed away without an heir in 1863, she adopted the second son of the ancestor Hungseon Daewongun Ri Ha-eung and placed him on the throne. After that, in 1866, she acted as his regent and led the political situation with Hungseon Daewongun. She lived as the highest person of the royal family. In 1890, she passed away at the age of 83 in Hungbokjeon of Gyeongbokgung Palace. After proclamation of Korean Empire, she was posthumously honored as Empress Sinjong-ik in 1899. This is the family tree of King Munjo. This is the tomb of King Hunjong, the 24th king of the Joseon dynasty, his first consort queen Hyo-hyun Kim and his second consort queen Hyo-jong-gong. Gyeongnam Royal Tomb has 3 burial mounds for each of 3 royals lying side by side. It is the only one among the royal tombs of the Joseon dynasty. When looking from the front of Jeongjaga, the tomb of King Hunjong is on the left, Queen Hyo-hyun is in the middle, and Queen Hyo-jong is on the right. All 3 burial mounds omit the retaining stones and are surrounded by laying stones, and the laying stones are connected to each other. A separate stone spirit dice was installed in front of each burial mound. King Hunjong's first consort queen Hyo-hyun passed away in 1843, and the first tomb was built at the current location. When King Hunjong passed away 6 years later in 1849, the burial mound was built to the left of Gyeongnam of Queen Hyo-hyun. After the proclamation of Korean Empire in 1904, Queen Hyo-jong, the second queen of King Hunjong, passed away, and the burial mound on the far right was built. Hunjong, the son of Emperor Munjo and Queen Sinjong, was installed as the eldest son of Crown Prince in 1830 and ascended to the throne when King Sunjo passed away in 1834. He ascended to the throne at the young age of 8, so his grandmother Queen Sunwon acted as his regent. During King Hunjong's reign, society was in turmoil due to power politics. He passed away at the age of 23 in 1849 at Jeonghidang in Changdeokgung Palace. In 1908, he was reversed as Emperor Hunjong. King Hunjong was the most handsome man in the Joseon dynasty, so he wondered if the court ladies would get romantic, and because he enjoyed making love. There were so many court ladies who had slept with the king that most of them didn't even receive concubines. In the end, excessive nightlife is said to have shortened life. In 1837, he took Queen Hyo-hyun as his queen, but she passed away without her children 6 years later. Afterwards, he personally participated in the selection process to take a second queen, and this was the only case of a king directly participating in a selection process. King Hunjong had the Kim clan in mind, but the final decision on the selection rested with the Grand Royal Queen Dowager, the senior royal family, and Queen Hyo-jong, Hong Jae-ryung's daughters, rather than the Kim clan, was finally selected and crowned queen. Accordingly, after 3 years of deliberation, King Hunjong chose Kim clan, who had failed in the last choice, as his concubine with the Grand Royal Queen Dowager's permission, on the pretext that the queen was unlikely to produce an heir. For his concubine Kim, King Hunjong built Dakseonje separate palace for her on the west side of Changdeokgung Palace in 1847 and had it used as her residence. How did Queen Hyo-jong feel when the two of them played with love like this? She monopolized King Hunjong's love, but he died in less than 2 years. She went to private house and lived a lonely life until she died at the age of 77. She was the daughter of a prestigious family, and she was the most handsome and loved by the powerful king, but her status was inevitably that of a concubine, so she was buried with concubines tomb of Seosamnung. They are buried lamenting concubines' ill luck. King Hunjong's first consort queen, Hyo-hyun Kim, the daughter of Yeonhung Buwon-gun Kim Jo-gun, was appointed queen in 1837 but failed to give birth to an heir among Hunjong. She died at the age of 16 in 1843 at Daejojeon in Changdeokgung Palace. In 1908, she was honored as Empress Hyo-hyun. Hunjong's second consort, Queen Hyo-jong, the daughter of Ikpung Buwon-gun Hong Jae-ryung, was installed as Hunjong's second queen a year later when Hunjong's first king passed away in 1843. When King Hunjong passed away and Cheoljong ascended the throne, she became Myeonhun Dowager, and in 1859 she became Queen Dowager. With the proclamation of the empire in 1897, she became the first Empress Dowager. She passed away in 1904 at the age of 73 수인당 경운궁 Palace. In 1908, she was given posthumous Empress 효정. This is the family tree of 24th King Huanzhong.